start the possession up at the 40. They get to Jones, right side. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Jones again on 2nd down. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
That's a heater, guilty, middle of the field.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on 4th. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Fourth down. Here's Shuck. He's trying another one deep. It's grabbed inside the 30. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Here we go.
Here's Shuck, 1st and 10. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Along the right sideline, there's space. And the Dolphins are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
Caught just shy of the goal line. And in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins grow their lead yet again.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Sanders all set to send it away. Shaheed now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Offense to the line. And trips right to start out. Running back, motioning right. 1st and 10. Here's Shuck. He throws a bullet to the center. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Mika Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Dolphins have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. The Saints calling for a timeout, their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26.
Get set.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Finds him over the middle. Small gain down to the 23. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give the quarterback a chance.
And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's fourth down.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on third downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins blowing them out now, 34-zip. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines. Because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker. Because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins continue piling onto this lead. Shaheed now to return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So after the play, we have the trainers headed out. Looks like a member of the Dolphins out there is in some discomfort. They've got first down from the 31. Man in motion here. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Straight ahead they go with Jones. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's third down.
60 by 6.
Shuck now from the gun. Taking a deep shot here. Brought in inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
It's now second and 10.
Out of the gun, a gift to Jones. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up first and goal. They get an even 10 on that play. And now they have a first and goal. Jones is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints still need a lot more as they shrink the deficit. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points. Reed now to kick this one away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
This our last play of the quarter.
Water, long.
They go play action with Tagovailoa. Taken in by Hill, right side. And he's out of bounds with a big gain on the final play of the first. That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. The Dolphins out to an early advantage. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. They're down to their final one in this half. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Yeah, ready.
First and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Throwing the out route complete. And And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you can depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins running away with it in the 2nd quarter. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins continue adding on to that lead. Sanders all set to send it away. Evanus Jones now on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Camara. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down. Shot working from the gun. Gets everything he has under this throw. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
I'm not sure it matters whether you think you've got the perfect play call in that situation. Hey, listen, going for it anywhere inside your own 20, the risk, it outweighs the reward 5-fold, maybe 10-fold.
Tua out of the pistol, getting out to his left. He just throws this one away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Bails out of the pocket quick. This throw is caught. And in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins ballooning the 1st half lead even further. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins tack on 7 more to their lead. Sanders all set to send it away. On the return, here's Jones. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Then lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
To throw, Shuck. That's caught by Chris Olave. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Shuck to throw. Screen here for Camara. And this is taken ahead to the 42. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback. And quarterback, protect yourself.
Now Chuck on third and long. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find his tight end. And now they're staring at fourth and long. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Trying for it with Shuck. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they do.
He's got it near the 10. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Dolphins, first down.
Tagovailoa working from the pistol. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins continue dominating in our opening half. Tyreek Hill, the touchdown. The 5th of the game for him, tying the NFL single-game record.
Jason Sanders.
So after the missed extra point, he's still out there. He's going to put it back in play. On the return, here's Jones. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Saints take over first and 10.
Saints to the line now. First and 10. I'll start with a give to Jones. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Throwing, jump. And they pick him off again! And the Dolphins get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Kate, unfortunately, I think we're watching a welcome to the NFL type of game for this young man. Tested after the first couple interceptions, and like they say, sometimes when it rains, it just pours.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Here's Tua. There's that man again. It's Hill. He's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out. Third down, 1 yard to go. Tua now from the gun. Vacates quickly left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins racing them to the halftime locker room. Tua Tagovailoa with the touchdown. Another score for him this game. That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Sanders all set to send it away. On the return, here's Jones. And this drive will start inside the 25. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Completed to his running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both tote the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check down outlet on short throws.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And that means 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snaps a shot. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
And they got home. Set to on fourth down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on fourth down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. And that's no good. His second missed extra point of the day.
Jason Sanders.
So now after his second missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. On the return, here's Jones. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Back to throw. Shuck. He fires one deep down the middle. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Dolphins take possession as he makes his fourth interception of our season.
I don't know how many you could have next to you, Kate, that have been in this spot before, okay? I have thrown 5 interceptions in the game, and happened to be our rivalry game back in college. It was one of the most humbling, horrific experiences of my life. Please, Coach, take this player out. We do not need to see another interception added to his ledger.
Connects on the crosser. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Still lined up at the 6. Here's second and goal.
To second and goal.
Out of the gun. Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the offense. Their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Third and goal now as they try to pile on further.
Get set.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. This one's caught. And he'll go down shy the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Hey, 21 team. Yeah, ready. Out.
Now Tagovailoa on 4. And a completion not in the cards on that 4th and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost him a possession.
He's going to have this one up to about the 17-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup, and that's good for a New Orleans first down.
First down, New Orleans.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Jason Sanders to kick
Sanders all set to send it away. On the return, here's Jones. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Saints to the line now. First and 10. To Camaro we go to start this third quarter. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got second and 8.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Taking a shot, deep down the field it goes. He's got it inside the 25. There it is, touchdown New Orleans. The Saints cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Chris Olave with the touchdown.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, winner, chicken dinner.
This one is up and good. And the Saints take 7 points off the deficit. Reed now to kick this one away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20.
20-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's going to get the Dolphins a 1st down.
1st and 10.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His 6th of the game. That's the first NFL player to catch that many in one contest. Wow. The extra point is up, and it is good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Sanders all set to send it away. On the return, here's Jones. This makes it up to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Counter play, Jones. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. One loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Staying on the ground with Jones. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got 3rd down now coming up.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the old lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over.
He put everything he had into this one. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints continuing to fight at least. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
And that one is no good. Didn't even come very close to sneaking that one in. So leave that score as is. Now from a franchise who authored the most famous one ever back in that 09 Super Bowl, it's the Saints starting the half with an onside kick. Well, partner, we still got a full quarter left, but surprised them with the onside kick here. And to their credit, they got the ball back.
Well, I think even the most progressive coaches in the past would have never made that call. But we're seeing this more and more. Teams becoming more impressive by the year, especially, Kate, when they're trailing in the game.
And they pick him off again. Rasul Douglas picks it off. And the Dolphins have it as he reports his 7th interception of the season.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
And he'll go down. The Saints make the play. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Up 2nd and 14.
Trying again following the sack. caught. Devon Achane. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Go left side. Go ahead.
Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on third. Rolling left, buying some time. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They moved the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
Here we go on fourth down. Tagovailoa. This finds its target. That's Hill. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42.
20, TX.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Tua again. Dumps it off to Achane. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Miami.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
All right, set now, first and 10.
Go ahead.
To the air yet again, Tagovailoa. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. Working way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. He'll try something else from the 27 this time, second and 10.
Leads to second and 10.
Sticking in the air, it's Tagovailoa. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Yeah, ready. 21G, 21. Out.
Again, it's Tagovailoa. Hits his running back. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal.
It's a gain of 8.
Hey, 21 TX.
That's good.
Here's Tagovailoa again. Has it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A gain of 8 brings up second and goal.
They are throwing it again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins parlay the interception into points. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His third through the air this game. Extra point is good by Sanders. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Saints 20.
Sanders all set to send it away.
Kickoff for Miami.
On the return, here's Jones. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
First and 10. At their own
First call here coming from the shotgun. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. And they pick him off again. And the Dolphins take over on his 5th interception of the season.
This is such the back and forth nature of this game that we all love. Defense is just infused with confidence. Back-to-back possessions, taking it away, and offensively, boy, you just feel like you're killing your team right now. Got to protect the football.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's first and goal. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him. altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd and goal now as they try to pile on further. Back to throw, Tua. And this is going to be a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Tua Tagovailoa with the touchdown. Another score for him this game. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Saints 20. Jason
Sanders all set to send it away. On the return, here's Jones. And this drive will start inside the 25.
On the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Pistol snap here to Shuck. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
And the Saints first down.
1st and 10. Here's Shuck. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you're going to be more interceptions.
No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. 3rd down, here's Shuck. He's going deep this time. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And a surprising 4th down call does not yield at first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
He sends this one to the end zone. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Alontae Taylor has it. And the Saints take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. But listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
They motion the tight end over. Shotgun snap to Shuck. That's one right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. This one misses the tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He put some heat on this deep ball. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Kader Kohu. And the Dolphins get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
Flush out now to his left. Downfield, this finds Waddle. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
For a Miami Dolphin
to Waddle again. And he's got a nice goal to go here as he goes out at the 8-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
20, TX. Right.
They just get the play off. Has it down close. And out he goes on the final play of the quarter. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Yeah, ready.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Finds his back, H-Chan. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. Offense in the hurry up here.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and
On 3rd and goal, it's Tagovailoa. And in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins are running them out of the building. Oh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
On return, here's Jones. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
the Saints take over 1st and 10.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
There defensively.
Palmer motioning right. Shot working from the gun. And be caught by his back. Camaro. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Here's shot. 1st and 10. Jones from downfield to Olave. He's not going to get any further after that catch. Tackle made at the 29-yard line. Now we'll take a timeout as they work on the injured player, and it's Chris Olave who's in some pain. Palmer coming in motion left. To throw again here. It's shot. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the...
Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Dolphins have it now, and he's 8th pick of the year.
Okay, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
At their own 36.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Completed to his running back. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Tagovailoa on 1st down. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
He's still going at the 30. He's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's going to get the Dolphins a 1st down.
He was about about to get hit. But that's a savvy quarterback play right there. Take that check down. And nothing better than that defender picking you up off the ground after he knocks you down. With that play, that check down, taking some big runs.
And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious...
Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins throw 6-4 on the blowout. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's going deep, and they pick him off again. And the Dolphins get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
Escapes the pocket. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Okay, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Pass is cut at the 9. He'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins continue adding to an insurmountable lead. And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two given the size of this lead. No time just yet to figure out what's going wrong. After another miss, he's got to stay out there and send this one away. Shaheed now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's trying to go deep again. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Cater Kohu. And the Dolphins take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. They'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
He's got it to him yet again. That is Cup. And in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins running them out of the building. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. Another through the air this game. As he naps another touchdown, Brock, I got to ask you, the former QB, is this a point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have 1 touchdown today are coming over you and saying, bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football.
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kayla. Really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence and the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
And there now on 1st and 10. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Going to the ground again on 1st. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. seconds sooner, got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle to Jones. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
That linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Cake's training camp. Because that's a middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Saints trying to do some window dressing. On play action, here's Shaw. Bit of desperation on this deep shot. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Try and push it deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Flushed out of the pocket. Now he takes it. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Miami Dolphins.
I'm going to pass it here. There's that man again. It's Hill. And he gets this forward to the 19. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's set up to throw it. Escapes out to the left. Has room into the secondary. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins throw it 6 more on the blowout. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two given the size of this lead. No time just yet to figure out what's going wrong. After another miss, he's got to stay out there and send this one away. Shaheed now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. Palmer motioning right. Shuck now on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Kamara running out of the gun. Good forward, about 5 yards it looks like. It's 2nd down now.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Chuck now from the gun. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He's got it inside the 10. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Saints putting up points in a game decided. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Chuck and the Saints offense still out there. They're going for 2. He's throwing for it. And he's going to get in for 2 points, which, well, it doesn't do a ton to help on the scoreboard right now, partner, but a positive moment at the very least. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Dolphins get on that football. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock?
Yeah,
I
it's
guess.
called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Hey, get set.
Brings up second.
Two now from the gun. Hits his running back. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That timeout's taken now as we have one, possibly two snaps remaining in this ball game.
Go ahead.
Here's Tua again. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. And that throw doesn't lead to 6. And that makes it second and goal.
Go ahead.
Here's Tagovailoa again. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they're left with third and goal. All right, one more snap to play here.
Go ahead.
Third and long for him here. Buys time, rolling right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. So it's fins up as the Dolphins take the win at home. And they weren't afraid to keep running up that score to the point that records came